It's springtime on Family Farm. The flowers are opening, the trees are budding, and the birds are singing. But Teck looks very unhappy.
What's the matter with you? Have your tires gone flat?
Asked Cluck. No, said Teck.
Then why are you so unhappy?
Asked Hannah. Because I've got nothing to do, answered Teck.
Come with me to look for some worms,
suggested Cluck. No, thank you, said Teck. That very second, Molly, Katie's mom, came rushing out of the house. Teck, hurry, she called. We're going to Greenfield Farm. Greenfield Farm? Wonderful! Teck gave a big smile. But why was Molly going to Greenfield Farm in such a hurry? Come on! Jane hurt her arm and needs help in the cafe. In no time at all, Molly and Teck were on their way to Greenfield Farm. Teck had never been to Greenfield Farm before, but he had heard Katie talking about the donkeys, goats, rabbits, and pheasants that lived there. And even, what was the name of the strange bird again? Here we are, we've arrived. Beep, beep. Teck sounded his horn. At the farm, Molly got straight to work. She picked up a bowl full of eggs that had been left on the ledge. But oh no! The bowl slipped from her hands and all the eggs smashed to bits on the ground. Oh dear, what a waste! Exclaimed Molly. Don't worry, I'll go find some more eggs, said Teck. Thank you, Teck, said Molly. But don't be long, okay? I won't, said the little red tractor, and he hurried across the farmyard. He hadn't gone very far when he suddenly stopped. He had no idea where he was going. Whose eggs was he supposed to be collecting? The duck's eggs? The hen's eggs? The cockatoo's eggs? The parrot's eggs? Oh well, he'd just have to decide for himself. Molly was doing very well in the cafe. What can I get you? She asked the man by the window. 2 fried eggs, please, asked the man pleasantly. Oh dear, thought Molly. Where is Teck with those eggs? The eggs, oh dear, said Teck as he drove on. When he saw some donkeys in a field, he sped over to them and said, Hello, I'm Teck, the little red tractor. Yes, said Desmond the donkey. Well, do you have any eggs? Hee-haw, eggs, laughed Beryl. Of course not. We cannot lay eggs, she said. Oh no, said Teck. That's right, we can't, agreed Desmond. Birds lay eggs, said Beryl. And reptiles, said Desmond. What are reptiles? Asked Teck. Snakes, crocodiles, oh, and frogs. They lay eggs too, said Desmond. Desmond the donkey was quite a smart guy. All right, said Teck, and he drove off. Ducks, donkeys, pigs, and goats. Galloping gaskets. When was he going to find some animals that lay eggs? There you are. Cheese on toast and a cup of tea, said Molly to one customer. But the other was still waiting for his eggs and looking at his watch. I'm so sorry for the delay. Where were those eggs? As Teck passed the sheds, he saw some hens pecking and scratching. He had found hens. "Excuse me," said Teck.
Wriggling worms! What do you want?
Asked the rooster. "The cafe needs eggs in a hurry. Have you laid any this morning?"
Of course we have.
They all clucked. "Just tell me where they are, and I will collect them." But the hens weren't paying attention to Teck. They were too busy scratching for food. "Oh, please, tell me where the eggs are," asked Teck.
Hey, Sonny, don't waste your time with them,
Snorted the pig.
They won't tell you anything. They're a bunch of snooty hens, and they've had their beaks in the air since they arrived here, if you know what I mean. Do you know where the eggs are?
Asked Teck.
No, sorry.
Galloping gaskets, sighed Teck before driving away impatiently. What was he to do? They were still waiting for the eggs in the cafe. "Any moment now. He is on his way, honestly," said Molly. But the man didn't look happy at all.
Ha ha! Look at him! Crying! Spitting feathers! Ha ha!
Teased Kathy Cockatoo. "Spitting feathers?" asked Teck. Certainly not. The hens may not have been very helpful, but he hadn't eaten any of them, and he didn't have any feathers in his mouth.
Ha ha! Yes, spitting feathers! It means you are angry. You're upset because you haven't found any eggs.
"And I've looked everywhere," said Teck.
Ha ha! I know! I know where you can find eggs.
Where? Asked Teck.
Not telling! Ha ha!
Laughed Kathy Cockatoo. "Oh, please!" begged Teck.
Yes, go on. Tell him,
said Fanny Pheasant.
Yes, all right. I'll tell. They're in the pond. There, said Kathy.
"In the pond?" asked Teck. What a strange place to find eggs. He had never heard of a hen laying eggs in a pond before.
There are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A bucketful. A whole bucketful,
called Kathy. "But how will I get them out of the pond?"
"Ask the carpenter. He'll help you," said Kathy.
"Okay," said Teck happily, and he set off right away. He didn't have much time left. As luck would have it, the carpenter's workshop door was open, and he came out just as Tech arrived. "Can you help me get eggs out of the pond?" Tech asked. "I certainly can," answered the carpenter. "I'm really in a bit of a hurry, you see," said Tech breathlessly. The carpenter searched around for the eggs. "Do you see any eggs?" asked Tech. "Yes," answered the carpenter. "Here." The carpenter rolled up his sleeves, got down on his knees, and reached into the pond. "What's he doing? I can't see," said Tech. Then the carpenter straightened up, holding a tub with a tightly shut lid. "Oh, thank you so much," said Tech, and off he went. "Remember to drive carefully now," said the carpenter. "Thanks," shouted Tech. "Bye," said the carpenter. Finally, Tech drove to the cafe with the eggs safely in the tub. But just as Tech arrived, the customer who wanted eggs was leaving. "Wait," said Molly. "Here come the eggs. They've arrived, straight from the nest, completely fresh." The man paused. "Eggs? Eggs? Those are frogs' eggs!" squeaked the man, before hurrying off to his car. "Oh, Tech!" exclaimed Molly. "I wanted hen's eggs, not frog's eggs." "That Kathy Cockatoo!" roared Tech. Kathy Cockatoo could be heard laughing from far away. "Tricky old bird."